Good morning, everybody. You are listening to the SPORTCAST, where four men talk about sports. My name is Jonah.
My name is Oliver.
My name is Mitchell.
My name is Josh.
All right, so what are we talking about today, boys?
What do we think about the sports culture in the United States? You know, I feel like, now this might be more politically oriented, but you can't deny that the Super Bowl had like horrible viewership this year. So do you think that's more political, or do you think that's more to do with like a decline in popularity of football? What do you think, Mitchell?
I don't think it's just football. I feel like it's most sports. I feel like people just don't care as much nowadays because more of like a different culture is mainstream.
Well, yeah, you have the internet, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, sports are like a community bringing, like an act of the community that could bring people together, right? You would all listen to the radio and watch and listen to the sport, right?
But now it seems like true. We have the internet to do that.
There are other stuff to do.
And there's esports now. Esports are growing ever
Esports.
popular. What do you think about esports, Josh?
Me? Well, I don't personally watch it, but it seems alright, you know. That's all I think
That's all
about
he
it.
has to say.
Yeah.
All right,
All right.
esports. I mean, it's interesting because it all comes down to how you define sports. What is a sport?
Yeah, like
And
is chess a sport?
I think you could say it's a sport. Classical has a very good chess team, apparently.
Really?
Yeah, I heard they win a lot.
Huh.
If that's not true, then I don't checkmate.
You should define a sport as something that requires some form of athletic ability.
But what is athletic
Yeah.
ability? Like physical strength?
Yeah.
So-
or agility or like anything
agility.
like that. Not just like mind. Like
Would you say that golf requires athletic
Yeah.
ability?
Yeah.
Well, you need the precision to like know how to hit the ball correctly and like how far it'll go.
What about darts?
Sure.
What
Same
about-
thing. You need the precision.
What about... Okay.
But if we're talking about precision, isn't there precision in like aiming a mouse at someone in like CS:GO?
That's true. Yeah. That's true.
I guess it's just not you're not using like the full
I guess I was more
arm.
going against chess because you don't
chess
really need anything.
But there's that
there.
mental precision.
Yeah, but that's
and you can say it's high stakes.
that's not athletic though. That's not really an athletic ability.
But then if it's not a sport, I think when you look at sport, like when you said something is a sport, we've come to associate it purely with athletics. But when something's a sport, I think like the more archaic meaning of that word must have been more just like competition oriented.
That's true. Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, is food eating a sport? Like hot dog eating. What do you think about hot dog eating, Josh?
And then hot dog eating? Oof. I saw it in a movie once. It looked pretty rad. But I wouldn't do it myself.
I think you need to just distinguish between a sport and just a competition
A sport and a competition.
Yeah.
or a game.
Fair enough.
All right,
Fair enough.
let's make a list of every competition and every sport so we can figure out exactly the difference.
Checkers.
Checkers is see, because that's the thing. I don't know if I would consider checkers a sport. Because checkers is more like it's very casual.
Yeah.
And you can argue that chess is casual, but I think the ability required to play chess, like I can't even beat the level 1 chess bot on like chess.com, you know? I have no idea what I'm doing. So I think it might not require physical ability, but it requires that sort of planning ahead. And I think in other sports, you know, like football, when you need to plan your plays and need to be able to adapt what's going on, it's kind of similar in that vein. With chess, you need to be able to improvise, adapt, overcome.
Also,
No, I'm definitely not trying to take away like the mental aspect of chess. That's obviously very there, but I'm just saying it's not very like physical. Activity.
You know, I've seen in Europe, Oliver, but I'll let you talk, but just real quick, I've seen in Europe, they have like full-scale chess where people dress up like knights and like pawns and like pikemen and whatnot.
rad. I
And
like
and they
that.
have the giant chessboard, and there's like one dude, like some rando on the sidelines, just like, yeah, you move over here. But they play like a real chess game. So
You know what,
now what I think, we need extreme chess, where not only do you have this full scale thing, like people dressing up like knights, but the rules don't even apply. Like what I'm talking about, just medieval combat here, but with like one guy just ordering everyone around. Like like pawn move to e5, but once you get there, like you have to fight to the death with the guy in front of you.
I think-
Josh, what were you gonna add?
I was gonna say, why don't we just flip the script? Let the chess pieces control the player. Think about
Dude,
it.
What?
Think about, think
You have
about
to
it.
vote. It's a poll.
It's a
every
it's
time.
Exactly.
a democratic medieval
Exactly.
combat.
Who gets control?
You guys think how crazy, like back in Roman times, right? People would just fight lions, right? They'd like get in a coliseum, get a sword and like a shield, and that was it. And you just fight a lion.
I think it was usually slaves.
Yeah.
Hello, Miss Arias. What do you think about? Do you think that chess is a sport?
For what?
Like, would you think about like sports?
Uh-huh.
Do you think that chess, the board game,
Mhm.
classifies as a sport?
Now maybe not physical, but still use your mind for that, right?
Yeah, very true.
Right.
Owen, what do you think? Do you think that chess is a sport?
And
You're on the air right now, by the way.
Yeah, big ass pieces, yeah.
Okay.
If we're talking like real heavy, like you gotta pick them up.
It's you just squat the thing.
yeah,
and
like,
you-
you gotta squat them. Like I mean,
Okay,
I can see working
okay.
out your fingertips.
So now we're talking about chess and like weightlifting combined.
I'm
into
into
one.
that.
Like you have to deadlift the chess pieces.
I do it.
You're into that,
I mean, I
Oliver?
was
You-
like-
yeah, you gotta like goblet squat the thing, walk
I
forward.
would
I'm so
hardly
into
injure
that.
my back. However, I would participate.
What if it was just like different stacks of weights are the chess pieces, and so
What if the better the piece is, the heavier it is? So like
The
you
heavier it
can't
is.
you can't use the queen unless you can deadlift like 300
you,
pounds.
you are not allowed to use the queen unless you can deadlift it.
At
So-
that point,
so-
Jacob Perlin wins
Yeah.
simply by like, oh, you can't deadlift this.
Yeah. So at this point we have. That is very loud. But yeah, we're just gonna have to talk close. At this point, what we have is like, not only do these people have to be incredibly strong, but they have to have the mental capacity and the precision of the greatest chess masters. So who's the chess master?
Oh, there's that Norwegian
Bobby
guy.
Fischer, right?
Bobby Fischer.
yeah.
So we're talking about Bobby Fischer and like Ricardo, you know, like combined into one super being.
Yeah. The true
And
embodiment of fitness.
Do you think that would be like the pinnacle of human existence?
Yeah, definitely.
It'd be like Bane? You'd have to be Bane, right?
You'd have to be big.
You'd have to be Bane.
And
Wait, but how does
Oliver
this guy
is
make you feel?
currently bringing up pictures of Elon Musk on
For
the
those
screen.
listening on tape, it's
terrifying.
it's Elon Musk's face on Dwayne the Rock Johnson, and honestly,
Do you think that
it looks like a
Kinda
person.
fits.
You know?
Kind of looks like.
he looks like Russian?
Yeah,
He does, yeah.
I think that he would play our version of weightlifting chess.
yeah, right.
I bet that.
Oh,
I bet
that's the candidate.
Yes,
That's the candidate.
Elon Musk and Dwayne the Rock Johnson combined is the perfect candidate for our proposal of weightlifting chess.
CRISPR, get on it. Josh.
Josh,
Get on.
I need you to genetically engineer that right now.
Gotcha.
All right, that's all we have for today. But tune in next week. We're going to be talking about foosball, talking about bowling, talking about curling, and Mitchell is going to smoke DMT live on the air. Thank you for tuning in to this week's edition of Sports Ball.